I want anyone watching this video to understand that what's going on here in America is completely unsustainable. You got the number one dating app, Tinder. Completely superficial. You look at somebody for not even a second, swipe. Don't look at anything else on this person. Maybe they took a bad picture, or maybe there's potential for that person to improve, but nobody wants to put any work in. Nobody wants to everybody a lot of people just want things perfect already. They don't want to work with somebody. They want everything already. They want all the skills in that person built. And this is a lot to do with women. Their standards are, like I said a bunch of times, their standards are high. And their standards are high because the internet. They're getting too much attention on the internet. So they have a huge ego. They have a huge selection of guys that just keep throwing they just like keep throwing all their attention currency at them. And it's probably, if you look at it from the woman's side, I've said this before, is you can see why they probably are annoyed with us or don't even really like us that much. So that's why they want the top men, because they see all these guys just like kissing their ass all the time. Just it's like, oh my God, there's a girl. Like guys nowadays act like they've never seen a girl before. They've never seen a woman. They never see, like, a woman walks in and is like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, it's just a human, dude. Like, who cares? But this society that we live in, the way it's structured, the superficial, that'll still be there, but that'll start going away when it comes to like most of the population, because what we're going into is I just don't think it's Mad Max, but it's definitely going to be like the quality of life is definitely going to go down to what people are used to. So people are going to have to, a lot of people are going to have a lot of tough choices to make when it comes to their money. They're going to continue to see the prices go up. So people who are fake rich will be exposed. And probably a lot of bankruptcies, a lot of financial pain and suffering. Like a lot of women are going to college more than men. I think like 60%, I think it's like 60 to 40%, and women are in the lead. Men aren't going to college because they see that's a bunch of bullshit, man. They see that you got to go for 2 years, a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with the degree I'm going for or whatever. It's all these random classes that the college wants you to go to. And then they say like, dude, I'm going to go study this, and I don't know what jobs are going to be there in the future because AI is advancing so rapidly. Like, I'm listening to TFM, and TFM is, oh, the AI is so dumb. Like, this is where I don't agree with you, dude. And I know this dude's a geek. If you look at the advancement of AI over the last few short years, and you think that it's just going to stay the way it is, and it's not going to continue to advance at a rapid rate, you're delusional. So we don't know what job's going to be there. So you can potentially put yourself in a massive amount of student loan debt to the government, which you have to pay back, and not have a job to go to. Because as much as people don't want to hear this, it's a lot cheaper to replace office workers with software than it is people like me with hardware. Meaning somebody's got to make the robot, then you got to ship the robot, then you got to install the robot, then you have to maintain the robot. Well, software, you just download whatever AI and, you know, do all the office jobs. Most of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. So those people in the office, man, they living up on their, you know, I could be wrong too. I could be completely wrong. You know, they just hardware, we all get replaced. Regular workers, and then like management, they all just sit up on their thrones and getting paid all this money to do nothing. A lot of these people in the office do nothing. I'm telling you, they don't do shit. But it's unsustainable. This feminism, it's a first world luxury. Feminism is a complete luxury. Just look at the third world countries and second world countries. Do they have feminism? Is it blowing up over there? It's a first world luxury. And when men have no purpose left besides hedonism or whatever we got to do to keep ourselves occupied, you know, you want to know what our purpose is? You know what our purpose is as humans? Purpose is to obviously come here and learn shit, but purpose is to have a fucking family. Purpose is to have a partner. Not, you know, 5 different guys that do 5 different things for you, or like, you know, sleeping around with a bunch of women. That's not a purpose. Purpose for humans, and this is what a lot of people are lacking, is get a partner, have kids, so you have something to build around. You have something to work for outside of yourself. And you know, females don't really care. That's why they're not really bothered with it. But for us men, we're just hardwired to protect, build, things of that nature. Women, they're the ultimate consumers, man. So they're not really affected. They really don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit that, you know, they don't have a partner right now. So when you take away all the incentive for men to work hard, you know, we're not having a family no more. We're not going to have a woman no more. The young generation is feeling this big time. Men aren't going to work as hard. Men are self-deleting at a rapid rate right now. It feels hopeless. You know, I used to do fairly well with women in my sexual market value range. Now I notice that I'm a little bit older. I still pretty much look the same. I mean, I got a full head of hair. Almost 6 foot tall. I'm like right there. I'm in decent shape. I mean, I think I'm in better shape than most men my age. Probably some men that are 10 years younger than me. I'm not the prettiest face, but I notice women just are not interested in me anymore. And then the dating apps are just like, there's nowhere to meet anybody anymore. So Tinder's the number one dating app. Okay. Well, if you're a guy, you're just wasting your time on there unless you're like the top of the cream of the crop guy. Because most women will just swipe on you, like swipe left on you. If you're just like a regular dude like me. And so there's like really, Facebook dating. Dude, Facebook dating is a complete joke. You go up on there, you're trying to search around people in your area, and then they like give people to, like, most of the people that they give to you to swipe on are people that live like fucking hundreds of miles away. It's like the most, it's the best. It could be such a great dating app for people. MySpace was really cool back in the day. You could put the location of what area you wanted to search, and you can like do if they're single. You could do like weight, height, what ethnicity they are. Like you can do a lot of different things. You can't. It's just like Facebook is so. I don't know, man. It's crazy, but you can't go to work and meet women no more. And that was a huge place for people to meet before. Gym, dude, I don't even want to look at women at the gym. I pretty much just ignore women all the time now. But you know, there's not really any place. You go to, I know you can go to random places like the grocery store and then cold approach a woman, but the problem is most women are not approachable. They're not friendly looking. They're not looking like they want to be talked to. Because they're probably stressed out in their own life because they are the man of their life. And this is so frustrating for men. Our egos take a huge blow. Like, the way we're living in America right now will not last. Now, what I'm saying is it will get fucking hard. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be Mad Max, but it will get tough. And that will be good. I know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt everybody. It's going to hurt me. Probably is going to kill people. But it's necessary, because we have too many weak people that are entitled, spoiled, rotten here in America that don't appreciate shit. You don't have to sit here and be like, appreciate every fucking moment in your life. But a lot of people here in America are just on complete autopilot. And they just don't sit down and like, damn, I really appreciate this little small thing in my life. Because we're such a wealthy nation, especially compared to most other places. I do think the future is going to be good for men. Also, like, you know, a lot of American women are not wife material. They're not mother material. You know, if you're gonna have kids, right? If you're planning to have kids with a woman, what I would tell her is, okay, what do you think about daycare? Oh, I don't want my kid going to daycare because I don't want somebody else raising my kid. In fact, I don't like the way the school system is, a public school system, so I'm going to homeschool and raise my kid when they're little. That's awesome, but that's rare. That is rare for a woman nowadays to sacrifice her youth instead of partying, having fun, living in a fast lane, for healthy kids. Now the problem is, you know why we're here is because of weak fucking men, immature men. They might have had a good family, like this happened all the time, and they end up fucking cheating on their fucking family, cheating on their wife, going out drinking, partying, fucking shit up, instead of acting like a mature adult and making sure that your family's taken care of. But we've had a lot of generations that just, fucked around. And you know what? I'm partly to blame too, but because I got divorced. So the thing is, a lot of kids don't have a father figure in their life. So what people have to understand is when kids are small, toddlers, babies, up until a certain age, they fucking need their mom in their life more than they need the father. The father comes in, he needs to be in their life. Like, he doesn't have to be there raising them and all this crap, like changing the diapers. He doesn't need to do all that. He just needs to make sure that those kids have discipline and they respect the mom. A lot of single moms come to the point where when they got boys, that they don't have a masculine leader, they don't see no example, and they can no longer control the boy. Now the boy can overpower them, and if they don't have a man teaching them to respect their mom, they're just going to destroy their mom. I seen this video of this aftermath of this kid. He destroyed his mom's house completely, fucked up all of her shit. Lack of respect, and that's what a man does. He needs to be there when the kids, especially when they're older, teenage years, because he's that example, man. He's that beacon of light. He's that one that, shows you the way. Follow their example. Lean into their masculinity when you're not strong as a kid. And ultimately, that's what women just look for anyway, just like masculine. They like the masculine. When women are like sleeping around, like the obvious thing that people should know if they study any of this is the reason why they have daddy issues is because, and sleeping around with a bunch of guys is because they're searching for the masculinity that they lack in their life. You don't hear it. Back in the day when I was younger, I used to hear like women like somebody like their father. But you don't hear that no more. In fact, you hear a lot of hate on men, and that's what's happening in this society. Is there's a lot of hate on men. And when you hate on men in a society who, it's not like we're not doing shit. It's not like we're not doing the dirty jobs and the women are doing all the dirty jobs and we ain't doing shit. Like women complain, like, oh, guy goes to work and he comes home, he don't do nothing. Well, if he's paying all the bills, he really shouldn't have to do any fucking work around the house. That's your fucking job. Vice versa. Doesn't, or you work, put enough as many hours as he does or whatever. Yeah, he should have to do some fucking chores. Fucking figure it out. It's not that difficult. But like, what's fucking fair, man? Depend on your situation. Figure out the dynamics. Partners shouldn't be a fucking slave. They're there to help both sides. So when a society hates men and we're doing like all the fucking infrastructure, we're keeping that bitch moving forward, and then since we don't have any incentive to work hard anymore, well, shit's gonna start getting turned off. Shit's gonna stop being maintenanced. You might have blackouts in different areas because of this, lack of water. Oh, like what's stopping women from going and doing these jobs? Them. They don't want to do the dirty work. See, women and feminists are just LARPing, dude. They don't have to be drafted. They're not going to be on the front lines. Like I was thinking about this the other day. Is like, could you imagine being a female transitioning to a man? Holy shit! You just put yourself in a horrible predicament. Especially like the younger you are, like these teenage girls that are getting their tits cut off, and then they get transitioned into a dude. It's like, okay, society hates you. When you're a man, nobody gives a fuck about you unless you do something for them, unless it's like your mom or family or some shit. But most people don't give a fuck about your problems. They don't care about how you're doing, really. They don't fucking care. So you gotta deal with that. And chances are most females, not all obviously, are shorter. So like if they're trying to attract a woman, that's gonna be really fucking tough if they're short. Then it's like you don't have all the tools that a man has when it comes to physical. You know, we're stronger, we're taller, generally speaking, smarter. There's a lot of us that are a lot dumber too than women, but I mean, we have a faster reaction time. But you know, with women, you know, completely taking control of their lives, grabbing the horns. I mean, what are they like creating? You know, all these women out here with college degrees, what kind of technology and systems are they creating for a better society to make things better for everybody, for humankind? Like, where's the Nikola Tesla female versions? Like, where are they? No, they take this time to go up on OnlyFans and engage in sex work. So when they do that, that's another thing, is like, you know, these guys like Matt Walsh, like, oh, guys need to get married. Like, yes, I get it, man, and I agree with a lot of stuff they say, but the problem is these women are not marriage, they're not wife, they're not mother material. And you can say the same goes for guys too. A lot of guys are fucking weak. And if they want to have a family and they want to, you know, attract somebody, understand how women tick and what attracts them is a huge thing. Self-improvement is huge, man. You need to be able to protect your family. You need to be able to provide for your family. And like, there's a lot of weak guys out here. That's why like Andrew Tate is blowing up, because the lack of the father figure is just crazy nowadays. I told my kid, my youngest, I said, listen, man, you got a privilege. You got a father privilege. You don't know how much that means. I was working with him the other day, and you know, he said he wasn't feeling that good. I said, keep pushing forward until we're done. He pushed fucking forward. He kept pushing forward. And that's what kids need. They need that extra, like, confidence that it's going to be okay. Just the little motivation, like, yeah, that person's been there before. They know what the fuck they're talking about. They know what the hell they're doing. It's that trust factor. And you have to have that. You have to have wisdom. You have to have understanding and fuck, dude, you have to be able to negotiate. The marriage isn't just like, oh, have everything my fucking way. No, there's fucking negotiation. Yeah, you could have fucking frame, but you still have to like be able to negotiate on some things. It's not always gonna go your fucking way, dude. And if you have that mentality, then it's like just get a prostitute, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely white pilled on the future. I know it's gonna be really hard and it's gonna be pretty bad for some people. Could be me. But Americans need to be humble, dude. Like seriously, Americans are some of the most fucking spoiled, rotten, entitled fucking people that I've ever fucking met in my life. You know, some of the immigrants I've worked with are some of the most friendly, hardworking, family-oriented people I've ever fucking had the pleasure to deal with. And like I said, a lot of Americans, they're completely out of touch with reality. And there's some people out here in the working class that are struggling that knows my fucking pain. They live in fucking reality. They gotta fucking live in it. But there's a lot of people, especially women, and if you are a hint of attractive and not overweight, like you don't even know what reality is. For the guys out there, best thing to do is work on yourself, develop strength, self-defense, all what the red pill guys say, you know, build up your money, build up your skills. All that shit's like 100% valid and true. Do that shit. And just like, I think the best thing for men to do is just walk away from women for the time being until they get their shit together. And I know it fucking sucks, man. Even if like, just understand that it will get fucking better, and then put you're putting yourself in the greatest situation you can be in the future, and perhaps you become a passport bro, and that's okay too. You know, maybe nothing ever happens and we continue to, you know, we don't decline as a society financially. Nothing fucking happens, which is a bunch of bullshit. But Americans aren't humbled. They don't have to go through no fucking pain. We're gonna go through a recession. We're gonna go through a bad recession. It's about to fucking happen. Sometime it's either gonna happen after the election or right before it. We're about to hit the recession. I think it's probably gonna be before it, because I don't know. Probably be good. It'd be good if you want Trump to win. You'd probably be rooting for a fucking recession before the election happens. If people go through a recession right before that election and be like, oh, Bidenomics. Dude, Bidenomics only works for fucking rich people. It doesn't work, and people on welfare. It doesn't work for regular people. It just fucking takes from us. And then they just lie and try to be like, oh, it's so fucking great. Like, oh, we're gonna go through some economic turmoil. It's not fucking done. So, and the pain and suffering will make people wake up, and it will make people change and reevaluate their life. And hopefully the youth are smart enough to see what's going on and be like, I don't want to be like my grandma or my mom. They're fucking losers. Like, going to the club at 50, like you're fucking, it's just like weird, like the old guy at the frat house. So hopefully that happens too, and you have a mass awakening of the youth. And same with the boys too, you know, that hopefully they get their shit together too and realize, like, hey man, I want better for myself and I want better for my kids. Yeah.